Okay, welcome to Uncensored Conservatism. This is episode number 187, continuing to look at some modern mysteries here. This is part 4 of 10, and today we are going to look at, if you'll remember, there was this joke of what some people still call an insurrection on January 6, 2021. No, it wasn't. It wasn't an insurrection. It was some people behaving badly, but certainly no insurrection, and no one wanted to rape this idiot. Anyway, one enduring mystery is the placement of pipe bombs at the DC headquarters of the RNC and the DNC. Now, weirdly enough, if you were anywhere near the Capitol that day, or even in the District of Columbia, the FBI has done a great job of identifying you and likely arresting you and charging you with something. All that is, except the person who placed those pipe bombs. Well, the nation's capital is loaded with surveillance cameras, and the DNC headquarters and the RNC headquarters likely had a lot of them. So what do we know about this mystery bomber? Well, they weren't really that bright because they used a kitchen timer, which can only be set for 1 hour. The bombs were discovered at around 1 p.m. on January 6th. The one at the DNC was found under a bench by a passerby who notified the cops. We know from surveillance footage the particular bomb was placed there the night before and had been there for about 12 hours. We also know the Vice President-elect, Kamala, visited the DNC on January 6th. Didn't the Secret Service sweep the area to look for threats? Further, when pointed out, the authorities don't seem all that worried about a pipe bomb the FBI later determined was viable and don't immediately secure the area. In fact, school kids were seen crossing the street at the time. The FBI determined the walking route of the person, and they interviewed homeowners in the area who noted the person looked like no one from their neighborhood. The best the FBI can do is say the person had a mask, which is not unusual because of the COVID face diaper thing at the time, a backpack, a hoodie, and was wearing Nike Air Max Turf shoes. So it's really not much to go on. At one point, the person is seen sitting on a bench near the DNC headquarters, not far from where they placed the bomb. So here's the thing. The FBI was great going after people at the Capitol on January 6th, but they can't backtrack someone who placed a viable bomb at the headquarters of the two major political parties in the United States in the nation's capital. They act nonchalant when one is found with the future vice president in the area. Where did the person come from? Did they use the metro, drive there? What was their starting point? So there's two theories here. The first is that someone from those who were to attend the Trump rally placed the bomb there as a diversion of some kind, possibly a member of the Oath Keepers or the Proud Boys. Now, Michael Bolton, the Capitol Police Inspector General, testified the bombs drew 3 teams away from the Capitol on January 6th to investigate these bombs. So this theory kind of seems plausible, but the second theory is that the bombs were planted by someone in the government for some reason, given the inability of the FBI to identify the suspect and their reaction to finding the bomb at the DNC headquarters. If they suspected it was an alleged insurrectionist, why would they check the RNC headquarters and find another bomb? If it was a crazy Trump supporter pissed off over a stolen election, one could understand targeting the DNC, but why the RNC? After researching this, I have to admit I'm a little perplexed. The 1-hour kitchen egg timers were not even set, although there were explosives in the pipes. They were placed the evening of January 5th and sat there undetected for over 12 hours before a passerby notifies authorities, who act like it's nothing. Personally, I think the FBI knows damn well who the person is and that $500,000 reward is out there, knowing that no one will ever come forth. Why they're keeping it a secret is the bigger mystery, in my opinion. So moving on, our next mystery is, who was the real president from 2021 through 2024? Because we know damn well it wasn't this guy. And this airhead nitwit lacks the functional brain matter to fill the role. So who was it? We know that after the disastrous debate performance by Biden that essentially forced him out of the campaign, aides like Annie Tomasini and Ashley Williams in the center there were part of a team that basically insulated the doddering old fool. Ron Klain, I think he was his first chief of staff, is a possibility. Others say it was Barack Obama himself calling a lot of the shots. A lot of people from his administration happened to end up in the Biden administration. And it's no secret that fake Dr. Jill, his wife, was his handler, coach, and babysitter for years, and she actually urged him to run in 2020. So remember this photo of her on Air Force One getting ready for the G7? Or actually conducting a cabinet meeting? Jeff Zients, who later became his chief of staff, is also a consideration, and many insiders noted his role in the White House was one of a decision maker, not an advisor. Jake Sullivan, he likely handled the foreign policy aspects of the Biden administration, and he is an Obama and Clinton dude. Others have pointed to Hunter Biden, but he may have been too busy hawking his finger paintings. But considering some of the crap that passes policy from Biden, maybe it was Hunter. Now, Lindy Lee was a DNC insider who left after the disastrous campaign of Cackles Harris and is royally pissed off and has said that after the debate, Hunter actually ran the White House operations. Well, that's all well and good, and maybe it's true, but who was it before July 2024? I think the answer is obvious, and it was this guy who fed crap to these people, and this guy just repeated it like the puppet he was. One final note here, though. Remember when Musk showed up at Trump's first cabinet meeting recently? Recall how the left and the media referred to Musk as the real president. It's all the rage. He's an unelected advisor with way too much power, they scream. Oh, the humanity. Now, remember the same uproar about fake Dr. Jill actually leading a cabinet meeting? Yeah, I don't recall her being elected. I don't recall this guy being elected either. The foreign policy guru who engineered this, the disastrous withdrawal from Afghanistan. I also know this guy was term limited, while this guy is called a fascist dictator because he jokes about a third term. The hypocrisy is just disgusting. Anyway, join me next time when we examine the question, who leaked the Supreme Court Dobbs decision to Politico, and what's with that Audrey Hale's manifesto? Why didn't anyone want us to see any part of it for so long? Anyway, have a great day, and a more pleasant tomorrow.